Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on HIGHTIDE. So again, this is HIGHTIDE. Ticker is HITIF. It's a MJ play I've covered quite a few times. This one just keeps growing and expanding, and definitely one to put on your watch list. Again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, but definitely need to put this one on your watch list. Do your own due diligence and see if this is a buy for yourself. You can kind of see what it's done here over the last day. Over the last 5 days, went from 50 up to 56 cents. So you got a little bit of volatility with this one. Everything kind of ran down here in the last month. This one had a great last year. You could have got into it for 10 cents, 20 cents there for quite a while, up until the end of January. The first time I ever covered this one, I think, was around the 1st of March. Ever since then, it's continued to run up, but every time I cover it, it expands, and so we'll see what happens with this one. And it's still, you can get it pretty cheap. So got great ratings here on MSN Money. HIGHTIDE reports approximately $775,000 in retail sales on 4/20, and as you can see, this is just dated here on the 23rd. So it's a retail-focused MJ corporation enhanced by manufacturing and distribution of consumption accessories. Today announced approximately $775,000 in total retail sales revenues across all platforms on 4/20, representing an 80% increase from the previous Tuesday. That's quite a difference. The company's Canadian brick-and-mortar stores reported a 51% increase, while sales across its 3 e-commerce platforms, and this is another reason why I watch and like this company. It's got 3 e-commerce platforms, and I love the names. Grass City, Smoke Cartel's probably my favorite, and CBD City. Reported an increase of 201% over the previous Tuesday. So another catalyst to watch with this one, and the rate they're growing. I believe they have 85 stores now. I think they're shooting for 115 by the end of the year, and the way they're going, I don't think they'll have a problem hitting that. So HIGHTIDE's strategy as a parent company is to extend and strengthen its integrated value chain with providing a completed customer experience and maximizing shareholder value. Key industry investors in HIGHTIDE are Freya and Aurora, two other of my favorites. Freya is probably in first place, and Aurora in second place, as they did their reverse merger, and I'm still in the red on them. Have not bought any more of Aurora. I have of Freya and several other MJ plays. HIGHTIDE expands Ontario presence with a new Toronto store. So this kind of goes over a new Toronto store. Announced today that the Cabana retail store, located at 2318 Keele Street West in Toronto, Ontario, has begun selling recreational MJ products for adult use. This opening represents HIGHTIDE's 85th branded retail location in Canada and 18 in Ontario. So looking back at my previous videos, back on May 14th, and I think I talked about them before that. In the title, it's 75th MJ store, so they've, in a little under 2 months, or about 6 weeks, they've gained 10 more stores. So like I said, this one is expanding, and each time I think about talking about it and look up some information on it, it's opening up another store. So feel free to pause and go over the rest of this here for yourself. It's Canada's largest province. Ontario represents a huge organic growth opportunity for our business. and so there's just huge growth. They're pushing to watching the United States for when it comes legal on a federal level, and so they're just going to be exploding here in the United States as well. So, and like I said, they have 85 branded retail locations in Ontario, Alberta, Manitoba, Saskatchewan. Retail segments of Canna Cabana, Kush Bar, Meta MJ, Meta MJ Supply, New Leaf MJ Banners. And again, here's their websites. You can find all this on NASDAQ.com. And I've already covered HIGHTIDE several times here. Ignored pot stock up 150% in 2021, poised for massive growth. And that's why I started really watching this one, as it's really been growing. And HIGHTIDE stock is up over 400% over year and 150% year to date. So don't want to sleep on this one too long. Again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. I'm just stating my opinion. But put this one on your watch list, and definitely one to watch. HIGHTIDE stock is only trading at 49 cents, but it might only be trading at that low for a little while longer. So just as it shows here, this shows the chart, the growth. So it's basically could have 5 times your money almost. Kind of goes over a little bit of their stock overview, and feel free to pause and go over that there for yourself. And if you're looking into this company, I would take a look at their website, like the Grass City CBD City. Company has facilities in Calgary and Las Vegas. Of the more than 5,000 stock keeping or SKUs, 75% of the company's catalog is manufactured in-house, allowing it to maximize margins. Valiant has partnered with celebrity brands including Snoop Dogg, Paramount Pictures, Hellboy, and Guns N' Roses. So from rap to movies to rock and roll. This kind of goes over another step forward, uplisting onto the NASDAQ. In March, HIGHTIDE announced the Form 40F registration, Form 10K filing companies. So we'll see when they're uplisted. So it'll be another key factor to get in on the, I consider getting in on the ground floor right now before it's uplisted, before they expand anymore. And soon, I mean by the end of the year, they keep expanding. It could be up to $1. Who knows? That's just me speculating. But again, this goes over one of the original Ontario licensed MJ retailer stores that they acquired, and this is just dated on the 29th, so 2 days ago. So another one listed at 435 Yonge Street in Toronto, Ontario. Being one of the original 25 MJ retail stores operating in the province, to date HIGHTIDE has over $1 million in royalties from the Toronto store. So again, definitely one to watch. I've covered quite a few MJ plays, but this is definitely one to watch. Definitely one to put on your watch list, set alerts, however you keep track of your stocks, and watch for a dip buy or an opportunity, and that's what I do with this one. Just as it says here, a month ago, 75th open today, on its way to 115 by the year end. Over here to StockTwits. So you could have got into this one, 52-week low of 9 cents. It looks like it did run up to 89 cents at one time. See you next week. I've covered Sundial. Not sure what this one is. President Bland's, I haven't heard of that one. Grapefruit USA, I need to check that out. I keep hearing about that. And Planet 13 I've covered quite a few times. I think I bought that one about a year ago, maybe in June of last year, for like $1.80 something is my cost basis on that one, and look at it now, it's $6.83. Planet 13's been a real powerhouse for me, so been a really good one. But that's about all that I can really, all the information that I have, and it's even here on tip ranks as about Shocked. I always like to end my videos with tip ranks, and I was about fell out of my chair when I found it on here. So it's at 53 cents, and they're showing an upside, 75% upside to a 94, a moderate buy, high of $1.14, low of 73. So we're not even at the low, so giving it great ratings. But if you have any high tide, go ahead and list that in the comments, as well as how many shares you have. And I'm sure if you're in this one, you're in it for the long haul. And if there's any other favorite MJ plays that you have, go ahead and list that in the comments as well. I'd be happy to take a look at them. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as that really helps out the channel, and subscribe. And I'm on my way to 1,000. I think we just hit 850. Last time I looked, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is Trade Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.